Forget everything you thought you knew about focus pills, because your brain's ability to concentrate isn't about adding more fuel. It's about masterfully filtering out everything that isn't essential, a process no supplement can ever replicate. The real secret to unwavering attention lies in an incredibly sophisticated internal switch, a mechanism far more powerful and nuanced than any synthetic compound. This isn't about boosting your brain into overdrive, it's about orchestrating its natural brilliance. Today, we're diving deep into the attentional selection networks of your brain, uncovering how specific neural pathways naturally elevate your focus and sustained attention, making synthetic boosters truly redundant. You'll grasp the intricate dance of neurotransmitters that allows you to zero in on a task and, crucially, learn how to conduct this internal symphony yourself. We're about to decode the operating manual for your own concentration. Think about those moments when you're trying desperately to concentrate, maybe reading an important report or trying to finish a complex project, and every tiny sound, every fleeting thought, every notification on your phone feels like a giant magnetic pull dragging you away. You know the feeling, don't you? It's like your brain is a wide-open plaza during rush hour, and you're trying to have a quiet conversation in the very center of it. It feels chaotic, overwhelming, and utterly beyond your control. You might even wonder if your brain is just fundamentally wired for distraction. But what if that feeling of being scattered isn't a flaw in your design, but rather a misinterpretation of how your brain's incredible filtering system actually operates? Your brain isn't designed to pay attention to everything, it's designed to pay attention to what matters most right now. This selective attention isn't some mystical force, it's a measurable, observable process orchestrated primarily by the prefrontal cortex. Imagine your prefrontal cortex as the world's most discerning bouncer at an exclusive club. There are countless pieces of information trying to get in. Sights, sounds, smells, internal thoughts, memories, but the bouncer has a very strict guest list. Only the VIPs, the information relevant to your current goal, are allowed through the velvet rope. This top-down control mechanism, where your goals dictate what information gets prioritized, was beautifully articulated in a seminal review by Miller and Cohen in 2001, highlighting the prefrontal cortex as the central executive orchestrator of cognitive control. This bouncer isn't just letting things in, it's actively rejecting everything else. It's a continuous, dynamic process of inhibition. So, when you're trying to focus on that report, your brain is actively working to suppress the thought of what's for dinner, the faint hum of the refrigerator, or the memory of that funny video you saw earlier. It's an energy-intensive job, this constant filtering. And here's a crucial insight. The strength of your focus isn't just about how well you can attend to one thing. It's equally about how powerfully you can ignore everything else. When this bouncer gets tired, or when it's constantly bombarded with too many irrelevant demands, that's when the plaza gets noisy and your concentration dissipates. Have you ever felt that flicker of concentration suddenly extinguish? That's often your brain's filtering system being overwhelmed, not your inherent inability to focus. And here's where it gets truly fascinating. Most focus pills operate under the simplistic assumption that if you just dump more feel-good or alertness chemicals into your brain, focus will magically appear. They aim for a blunt, widespread chemical surge. But the shocking truth is, your brain's focus mechanism isn't about an indiscriminate flood of neurotransmitters. It's about the exquisite, precision-timed release of dopamine that signals salience, what's important, and norepinephrine, which fine-tunes your alertness to that specific importance. This isn't about turning up the volume on everything, it's about making the melody you want to hear stand out crystal clear against the background noise. Imagine two scenarios. In the before scenario, you're trying to write an email, but your phone buzzes, an intrusive thought about groceries pops up, and suddenly you're scrolling through social media, 20 minutes later, wondering where your focus went. Your brain, bombarded by external stimuli and internal chatter, isn't sure what's truly important. Dopamine, which signals novelty and reward, might be firing in response to the phone buzz or the random thought, pulling your attention in 1,000 directions. It's like a spotlight operator who just shines the light everywhere, randomly, instead of on the main performer. Now, picture the after scenario. You sit down, clear your space, decide on your one priority, and the words flow. You feel a sustained, quiet intensity. This isn't brute force, it's your brain in a state of optimal neurochemical balance. Here, dopamine's role shifts from signaling random rewards to precisely marking the predictive value of your current task. It tells your prefrontal cortex, this is the most relevant thing for your goal right now. Invest your attentional resources here. And norepinephrine supports this by sharpening your sensory gates, making you more attuned to relevant details and less susceptible to irrelevant ones. This finely tuned system, where dopamine and norepinephrine operate within a sweet spot for optimal prefrontal cortex function, is what underpins true sustained focus. Pioneering work by Robbins and Arnsten in 2009 elegantly described this inverted U-shaped curve of neurotransmitter effects, demonstrating that too little, or critically, too much dopamine and norepinephrine can actually impair rather than enhance cognitive control and attention. This means that the aggressive surges some supplements attempt to induce can actually push your brain past its optimal focus zone, leading to agitation and scattered attention rather than true clarity. The profound implication is this: you don't need a chemical blunt instrument to force your brain to focus. You need to understand how to provide the right environmental cues and internal conditions for your brain to naturally optimize its own delicate attentional systems. You possess the internal mechanism to filter, prioritize, and sustain attention with remarkable precision, a capability far exceeding any pill's promise. It's about cultivating a harmonious state where your brain's natural conductors can lead their orchestra with precision. You are your own brain's best pharmacologist, simply by understanding its true operating principles. So, how do you work with this incredible internal mechanism, this elegant attentional selection network, to unlock unwavering focus every single day? It's simpler, yet far more profound than swallowing a pill. Here are 3 specific, neuro-informed strategies you can implement right away. First, cultivate a zero-distraction start window each morning. For the first 60 to 90 minutes after waking, make it a non-negotiable rule to engage only with your most important task for the day, or a quiet, focused planning session for it. No checking emails, no social media, no news. This primes your prefrontal cortex before it gets bombarded, allowing it to establish a strong attentional filter for the day's priorities. It tells your brain, through consistent action, what is truly salient. This deliberate choice reduces the initial noise, allowing dopamine to mark your chosen task as highly valuable rather than being squandered on fleeting notifications. It's like letting your bouncer get rested and ready before the club even opens. Second, implement strategic unplugging cycles throughout your workday. Instead of trying to resist distractions, systematically remove them. Use a timer for 90 minutes of deep, uninterrupted work, during which your phone is on airplane mode, social media tabs are closed, and notifications are silenced. Crucially, follow this with a 15-minute full break. Step away from your screen, stretch, look out a window, or even engage in a brief, non-work-related activity. This isn't just about discipline, it's about respecting your brain's attentional limits and its need for periodic resets. These cycles allow your prefrontal cortex to conserve its filtering energy during the focused periods and then fully refresh during the breaks, preventing cognitive fatigue. The brain loves predictable patterns. These cycles create a rhythm for sustained, high-quality focus. Third, master the micro-movement and hydration anchor. Every hour, for just 2 to 3 minutes, stand up, stretch, walk a few steps, and drink a few sips of water. This seemingly small habit has profound neurological impacts. Physical movement boosts cerebral blood flow, ensuring your prefrontal cortex receives ample oxygen and nutrients, which are essential for sustained executive function. It also helps in the efficient clearance of metabolic byproducts that can build up and contribute to mental fog. Furthermore, even mild dehydration can impair attentional processes. This anchor habit signals to your brain that you are actively supporting its foundational needs, providing a steady baseline of physical and neurological readiness for focus, rather than relying on bursts of artificial stimulation. It's a subtle, yet powerful feedback loop, telling your brain, I'm here, I'm ready, and I'm giving you what you need to thrive. You see, your brain isn't just some passive recipient waiting for a focus pill to make it work. It is an incredibly dynamic, self-organizing system, constantly striving for optimal performance based on the signals and environment you provide. The revelation isn't just about what pills don't do, it's about what you can do. You are not a victim of distraction. You are the conductor of your own neural orchestra, capable of directing its focus with incredible precision once you understand the score. Your brain isn't broken, it's waiting for you to learn its language, to understand its intricate mechanisms, and to provide the conditions for its natural brilliance to shine. This understanding shifts everything. It transforms you from someone searching for an external fix into someone empowered by their own internal capabilities, a true master of their own mind. The journey into understanding your brain is a lifelong adventure, filled with breathtaking discoveries that will fundamentally change how you see yourself and your potential. Keep exploring the incredible science of what truly happens inside your brain to unlock even more of its profound capabilities. There are so many more layers to peel back, so many more astonishing secrets waiting to be revealed about how your brain truly functions and how you can optimize its every incredible process. We're just getting started.